kiss for you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to my another video on Android app development. And so guys, in this part 10 of my video series, I will be doing the code for the file viewer adapter. So let's get started. So here we will create a new class inside our adapter, and here I will name it as file viewer adapter. And here, okay, so now here inside this adapter we will first of all extend it with RecyclerView dot adapter, and here we will say file viewer adapter dot file viewer view holder. Alright, then we will create the file viewer this class. So for that we can point the cursor towards it and click on Alt Enter and click create class this. Okay, so now here inside this class we can extend it with RecyclerView dot view holder, and here we will have the default constructor. Okay, so now after this what we are going to do is okay, so first of all, before doing anything here, okay, so before that let's implement all these three methods, and here we have these three methods. Then we need to go to, and here we will have the constructor, so we can say file viewer adapter, and here we will first of all have the context. Then we will have the array list of type recording item, and we name it as array list. And then we have the linear layout manager LLM. Then we can here say this. Okay, so now we need to have some variables, so we can say private, or we can say context. Then we have array list of type recording item and linear layout manager LLM. So here we can write this dot context equal to context. Then we have this dot array list equal to array list, and this dot LLM equal to LLM. Alright, and then after this what we are going to do, okay, so now let's create the class of item. So click on layout resource file, and here we will have card layout item card view. Okay, so here we will write the, and let me show you. Okay, so here we will have we need to change it to linear layout, so we can say linear layout. Then we need to change the height to wrap content. Then we need to set the orientation to vertical, and here we will have the card view, and here we will say match parent, and height will be 75 dp. Then we can say gravity, it will be center. Then we will have the margin of some 5 dp, and then we will have the foreground as Android attribute selectable item background. Alright, then we will say transition name, and it will be open media player, and then we will have the radius, card corner radius will be 4 dp, and the card elevation will also be 4 dp, or you can say 3 dp. Alright, so inside this card view we will have the linear layout, which will contain another linear layout. So here we can say linear layout, and it will be match parent, and orientation will be horizontal. And then here we will have the image view, and it will be wrap content. Then we will have the wrap content. Then we can have the IC file viewer. So for that, source we can say mipmap IC launcher. Then we can say gravity will be center horizontal, center vertical. And then we can say margin left, it will be 7 dp, and margin right will also be 7 dp. Alright, and then we will set the ID to image view. So after this image view layout, so we will have another linear layout, and it will be wrap content and wrap content. Then we will have the orientation as vertical, and gravity will be center vertical. Alright, then here inside this linear layout we are going to have the text view, and it will be wrap content and wrap content. Then we can say text size will be 15 sp. Then we can say font family will be sans serif condensed. Then we can say text style will be bold, and finally we can set the ID to be file name text. Okay, then we will have another text for the length of the audio file. So for that we can say text view wrap content. Then we will have the wrap content. Then we can say text size will be 12 sp, and font family will be sans serif condensed. Then we can have margin top, it will be 7 dp, and finally we can set the ID to file length text. Okay, and after this we will have another field, and it will be the time added. So for that we can say text view, it will be wrap content, and the height will also be wrap content. Then we will set the ID as file time added, and then we can say text size will be 12 sp, and finally we can say font family will be sans serif condensed. Alright, so here text style will be bold, text size will be 12 sp, and let's set the text so that we have a look at it. So for that, first of all we will name it as audio file to something like this. Then we can set the text of this to be for, and then we can set the time to be alright. So if we look at it, so you can see here. Okay, so now what we can do is, here inside our own create view holder method we are going to write the code. So here we can say view item view equal to layout inflated dot from, and here we can say view group dot get context, and finally we can say dot inflate r dot layout dot item card view, and then we can say view group and false. Alright, and finally we can say return new file viewer view holder, and we can pass our item view here. Alright, so inside our get item count method we are going to return the count. So for that we can say array list dot size, and now we need to write code for our file viewer holder. So for that we can bind the view. So first of all we can say r.id.file name text, it will be the text view. So we can say vname. Okay, then we will have the bind view r.id.length text, then it will be text view, and it will be v-length. Then we will have another bind view r.id.time added, then we can have text view v time added. And okay, so now we have these four, and also we need to have the card view. So for that we can say r.id.card view, and then we can simply say view card view. So for this card view we are going to write, I forgot to add it to our card view. So for that we can simply go here and let's set id to be card view. Alright, and finally we can say butter knife dot bind this, and we can pass our item view here. Alright, so I think that is enough for this video. I will continue from the next part of the video. So guys, if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Goodbye.